Dear friends, welcome to the Sutra, the book. A quiet space where every word, every passage, is offered with sincerity, stillness, and love. Today, we invite you to slow down with us for a moment. To listen, not only with your ears, but with the heart that breathes within you. Together, we will walk through a gentle journey. From the simple, timeless words of the Buddha, to the deep insights of the great masters and awakened teachers. To rediscover the middle way, the path of balance, clarity, and true freedom. Each word will flow like a cool stream, reminding us that the Dharma is never far away. It is right here, in our breath, in our steps, in the way we live this very moment. Now, please take a deep breath. Soften your thoughts, and join us in this shared meditation. With gratitude, with calm, and with reverence for the Buddha, the Masters, and the luminous awareness within your own heart. Once, there was a man who walked to the very edge of suffering and pleasure. On one side lay the sweetness of a golden palace, filled with music, laughter, and every human delight. On the other, the sharp stones of the forest. A body thin and frail, sustained only by the will to awaken. That man was Siddhartha Gautama, the prince whom the world would one day call the Buddha. In his youth, he had everything one could desire. Yet one day, upon seeing an old man, a sick man, a corpse, and a monk, he was shaken to his core. This life is impermanent. This body is fragile. Leaving behind all luxury, he entered the forest to seek the truth. For 6 long years, he practiced severe austerities, starving himself, denying every comfort, believing that liberation could be found through pain. But in the exhaustion of his body, a profound understanding arose. Suffering does not lead to wisdom. When the body is weak, the mind cannot see clearly. One morning, by the river Neranjara, a village girl named Sujata offered him a bowl of milk and honey. He drank, and in that moment understood. Letting go of extremes is not weakness, it is wisdom. He washed, sat beneath the Bodhi tree, and with his mind steady in awareness, he saw through the nature of all things. That night, the earth witnessed the awakening of a human being. The Buddha later taught, there are 2 extremes that one should avoid. One is indulgence in sensual pleasure, low, vulgar, unworthy. The other is self-mortification, painful, useless, and without benefit. Having abandoned both, the Tathagata has discovered the middle way. From that realization came the Noble Eightfold Path. A life of balance in virtue, concentration, and wisdom. When these 3 are in harmony, one lives amidst the world yet is not bound by it. Acting without attachment, resting without clinging. And so we begin to see that the middle way is not only for monks or hermits, but for every person living in the rhythm of modern life. In today's world, some lose themselves in pleasure, while others exhaust themselves in striving to be pure. But the middle way is not compromise. It is clarity. To see without being pulled. To act without being caught. As Thien Hat Hanh said, the middle way does not mean standing between 2 sides. It means stepping beyond both. It is the way of working with peace in the heart, of loving without grasping, of hearing the noise of the city and still being aware of one's breath. A mother who pauses to breathe before speaking in anger. A young person who smiles when misunderstood. A man who succeeds but remains humble. They are all walking the middle way. As the light of wisdom deepened through Zen, the middle way became not only the path between 2 extremes, but a freedom beyond all opposites. One day, a woodcutter named Huineng heard a single line from the Diamond Sutra. Let your mind arise without dwelling anywhere. In that instant, he awakened completely. Later, as the 6th patriarch, he taught, my teaching is sudden enlightenment. Its essence is no thought. Its form is formlessness. Its ground is non-abiding. To have no thought is not to be empty of thoughts, but to see them arise and pass without being carried away. To have no form is to see form clearly, without being trapped by appearance. To not abide is to live freely, acting without attachment. He said, without thinking good or bad. What is your original mind? In that question, centuries of seeking were dissolved. Because the middle way is not about good or evil, but about seeing both without being bound by either. From this wisdom grows a softer light, the middle way of the compassionate heart. For wisdom without compassion is sharp and cold, and compassion without wisdom easily becomes suffering. The middle way is the meeting of both. Understanding that becomes love, and love that deepens understanding. When we truly see why someone acts in ignorance, we no longer wish to punish them. We wish only that they be free. To understand is to forgive. To forgive is to be free. The middle way also lives in the way we act. It breathes in how we speak, how we walk, how we eat, and how we rest. To work without greed, to speak without harm, to move without haste, to eat with gratitude, to rest with awareness. When we live this way, every act becomes meditation, every moment becomes awakening. The middle way is not something we practice, it is something we live. And as the path unfolds, the light of insight shines. We begin to see that all things arise from causes and conditions. When this is, that is. When this ceases, that ceases. Seeing this clearly, the heart no longer clings, and wisdom shines naturally, like sunlight breaking through clouds. There is no self to be enlightened, only enlightenment happening by itself. When the heart is still, understanding blooms effortlessly. From that clear seeing, compassion expands like an ocean. To understand deeply is to love without condition. When you look at another and see their suffering, you cannot hate them. You can only wish for their peace. The wise see the Buddha in the ordinary, and the ordinary in the Buddha. The middle way is the heart that is both soft as water and bright as a mirror. And slowly, the middle way ceases to be an idea. It becomes the way we breathe, the way we stand, the way we live each day. We breathe in awareness, walk in calm, eat in gratitude, speak in kindness, and rest in mindfulness. Each action is a lotus blooming. Each breath is a verse of the Dharma. Nirvana is not somewhere to reach. It is the peace present in every mindful breath. At last, we see, the middle way is not a road to travel, but a home to return to. There is nowhere to go, for everywhere is the path. Nothing to gain, for all is already here. When body is still, when mind is clear, when heart is open, the middle way reveals itself as something utterly simple, natural as breath, true as a smile, bright as the eyes of one who understands. No longer a seeker, but simply one who lives. No longer a teaching, but this very moment itself. And so, in every breath, every step, every glance, the middle way is breathing with us. Gentle, luminous, and full of love. Dear friends, we have just walked together through a journey from the Buddha's simple, ancient words to the breath of the middle way. Alive in this very moment, may a small silence remain within you, quiet but bright, reminding you that each breath, each step, each look can be the middle way itself. We thank you deeply for listening, for walking with us, for keeping the lamp of mindfulness alive in your heart. If this reflection has brought you peace, please help us share it by subscribing, by sharing, by simply letting kindness ripple outward. Every moment of presence, every seed of peace you sow, is a light for yourself and for the world. We wish you clarity in mind, gentleness in heart, strength in spirit, and peace in every breath. Until we meet again, may you walk the path of life as a path of Dharma, and return always to the light within your own heart.